So, you want to know how to win more in Hunt? I have the perfect guide for you. Here you can see the table of contents, so feel free to pause the video and skip to whichever part interests you most. If you want to learn it all, just let the video play. Enjoy. Another tip I have for you is to play your strengths. Now, any fighting style can be learned, but if you're looking to maximize your chances of winning immediately, I recommend using your favorite weapons and playstyles. However, I will say that if your favorite weapon is something like the Nagant Deadeye, please bless yourself by using a different weapon. You want to use weapons that are powerful, but that you are also good at using. Here are my recommendations. If you're really good with iron sight rifles, I recommend using something like the Krag, Lebel, or Mosin if you can afford it. These are the best iron sight rifles in the game. If you want something a little cheaper, the Mako, Vetterli, 1865 Carbine, and the Infantry 73L are all solid choices as well. Iron sight rifles can be a good choice for more aggressive gameplay if you have good accuracy, but they tend to be best in medium range engagements, which I qualify as 40 meters to 100 meters. If you get out of this range in either direction, you're more likely to lose to snipers if you're further away, or if you're closer, you're compromising the strength of your loadout by facing against shotgun or crossbow players. If you're more of a sniper player, some good guns in this category are the Krag Sniper, Mosin Sniper, Lebel Marksman, and any scope variant of the Berthier. Some cheaper but solid options are the Infantry 73L Sniper and the Centennial Sniper. Scope variants tend to be the best at long ranges, which I qualify as 100 plus meters. It is best to keep your distance from enemies using these weapons. If you're better with shotguns, I recommend using the Slate or the Crown and King, also known as the Auto 5. If you're looking for a cheaper option, the Rival and the Romero are solid choices too. Obviously shotguns will be best at close range, which I qualify as within 30 meters. Depending on your ammo type, you may want to be closer. Shotguns will also favor an aggressive playstyle. With my primary weapon recommendations out of the way, I want to talk about individual loadout harmony. Loadout harmony refers to the strength of the rest of your loadout in view of your primary weapon and your desired playstyle. As an individual player, you want a loadout that can be effective at most ranges. Later on, I will talk about team strategies and team loadout harmony. If you're running iron sight rifles, it can be great for medium range fights, but you're compromising at long range against snipers and at close range against shotgun players. To strengthen a loadout like this, I would run a LeMat as a secondary to utilize the underbarrel shotgun on the pistol for a pinch at close range, as well as the penny shot Derringer for the same reason. These two choices can strengthen an iron sight rifle loadout at close range. Something else you could switch out for the LeMat is the Dolch, due to the high fire rate of the weapon, or if you have the trait Quartermaster, you can run a sawed-off shotgun like the Rival or Spectre Shorty for the same purpose. With the sniper rifle, it's best to keep enemies at range where you have the advantage. However, to better balance a sniper loadout, I would run something like the Officer Brawler for close range combat. Additionally, with the Officer Brawler, you can take different tools with this loadout to maximize your stealth, such as a throwing spear. Later on, I will talk about various playstyles for each loadout type, so stay tuned. Now I'm going to talk about two different types of shotgun loadouts. The first is shotgun and traps. Let's say you want to play shotgun and traps and your goal is to be the first person at the boss lair. In order to harmonize with a shotgun well, you need a pistol that can still fight at medium range. Some good pistols that pair well with shotguns are the Upper Mat, the Uppercut, the Pack Screw Shot, and the Dolch. The Upper Mat is also known as the Haymaker. The reason I don't recommend many compact or medium ammo pistols for a shotgun build is due to the slower bullet velocity and greater damage drop off with these weapons. To harmonize your loadout further, I would run Concertina and Poison Traps, First Aid Kit, Knuckle Knife for my tools, and Ammo Box, Regen Shot, Vitality Shot, and Frag Bomb for my consumables. This will be a solid build for this playstyle. The other build is an aggressive shotgunner. If you're looking for a more aggressive shotgun build, I'd recommend a Crown and King / Auto 5 with an uppercut. The Crown and King shoots very quickly for taking out multiple opponents in quick succession. It also pairs well with slugs. The uppercut is a powerful secondary with good sights that are perfect for hitting headshots at medium range. As for the tools, you'll see I swapped out the traps for decoy fuses and a flare pistol. Decoy fuses are a great way to push a building quickly and get inside with your shotgun, and the flare pistol allows you to burn enemy hunters quickly, which can cause the downed enemy's teammates to push out or to give up their position by throwing a choke bomb. Also, I would go with 2 vitality shots here due to the aggressiveness of this build, which will be better for instant healing to get back into the fight. I'm just going to talk about various strategies and loadouts when it comes to playing as a team in Hunt. As a team, you want your loadouts to synergize well together for the best results. I'm going to assume that you know some of the more basic items and what they are for, such as the medkit, knuckle knife, vitality shot, and regen shot to make this video more efficient. These are not all the strategies you can employ in Hunt, but I will talk about the main ones that I play. Some additional strategies I will mention now are extract camping with snipers and traps, third partying, and stealth ambushes. Some of these strategies are likely to be disliked by some of the players in the Hunt community, but Hunt can be played however you enjoy playing it. If you're interested in learning more about these additional strategies, please let me know in the comments and I will do a video on them in the future. Strategy 1. Close Quarter Combat Team. Player 1 would be running the Rival and Uppercut Classic. Choke Clouds for putting out burning teammates and obscuring sight lines, Flare Pistol for burning wired armors, hives, and other down players. The Frag Bomb is good for pushing enemy positions and obscuring audio keys surrounding your player's movement, and the Fire Beetle is also good for pushing enemy positions and setting down enemies on fire. This is a classic close quarter combat loadout designed for an aggressive player. Player 2. Explosive / shot bolt crossbow with an officer brawler. This loadout is great for hitting enemies around corners with the explosive bolts, as well as one-tapping enemies at any range with the shot bolt. The officer brawler with dum dum ammo is an excellent secondary choice due to its fast fire rate and bleed ammo. If you tag somebody with the brawler and they go into cover to heal, you still have the potential to kill them with an explosive bolt. As for tools and consumables, Concertina and poison traps are great for compound fortification and easy kills. The ammo box is great for the crossbow player as well as the other teammates. And the Hellfire Bomb is a great way to push enemy positions and take 50 health from them if they are hit by the Molotov, giving your team a large advantage. Player 3. Drilling with dum dum ammo and slugs, alongside the Dolch with FMJ. Although this is a rifle, the drilling can be used in close quarter combat very effectively. This player also has a Dolch, which he can spam in a pinch or attempt wallbangs after hitting someone with a dum dum round. As for tools and consumables, decoy fuses are excellent for pushing fortified enemy positions and getting into compounds. Typically cooking these outside an entry point and throwing them where you want to go will get enemies to move and allow you to hop right in where you threw the decoy fuse. The Concertina Bomb is great for shutting down points of entry / exit at compounds, as well as for throwing in on top of dead enemy hunters to prevent revives. Overall, this team is equipped to fight well in close quarters with loadouts that harmonize with the other players in their group. If I was playing on a team with these loadouts, the strategy I would employ would be the first team at the boss lair, kill the boss, banish it, and set traps using player 2. If we weren't the first team there, the team has the tools and consumables to make an effective push, things such as dum dum ammo, explosive bolts, decoy fuses, a frag bomb, and a hellfire bomb. With this equipment, the team can effectively push a compound and get inside using throwables and take out the enemy team. Strategy 2. Medium range specialists. Player 1. Krag Bayonet with hand crossbow. The Krag Bayonet is a great choice at medium range due to its high damage and fast rate of fire. The hand crossbow with poison bolts is great for cutting off entrances and exits, as well as trapping down enemy hunters. On the other hand, firebolts are great for tagging enemy hunters and giving your team the ability to push. They can also be used for lighting down enemy hunters on fire in a pinch. Player 2. Sparks with fire ammo and regular ammo, and the officer brawler with poison ammo. This loadout works great with the Krag Bayonet and the hand crossbow loadout due to the ability of player 1 to tag enemies with fire bolts. This allows the Sparks player to one-tap enemies to the chest due to its high damage. Additionally, the officer brawler on this loadout can be used to prevent enemies from healing, and it can be used in a pinch to fend off a pushing enemy team. Due to the brawler, this player can bring a throwing spear for mobs, which allows for stealthier movement and rotations. The Fire Beetle for the Sparks player is huge because it allows them the ability to hit someone with the Fire Beetle, and then to one-tap the enemy to the chest with the Sparks. Player 3. Centennial with dum dum ammo on the mat with FMJ, and slugs. This player will be effective alongside the Sparks and Krag due to his high fire rate and bleed potential, which allows the other players to rotate to more effective positions while the enemy stops their bleeding. Also, the Loadout with FMJ and slugs allows this player to wallbang and kill with the slug in close quarter combat situations. I would also keep the Fire Beetle on this player in this strategy for the Sparks player. Overall, this team is equipped to fight well at medium range and could fight in close quarter combat if needed. With this mix of different ammo types and consumables, this team can dominate at medium range as long as they hit their shots. Repositioning after hitting a shot to get a better angle at the enemy will help this team immensely to wipe other teams. If I was playing on this team, the team strategy would be to third party and change positioning after every shot. The Fire Beetles and fire ammo would be very effective at giving the Sparks player the upper hand, and the bleeding from the Centennial player gives his teammates the opportunity to rotate to more effective positions. Strategy 3. Snipers and Stealth. Player 1. Earthier Marksman and Uppercut. The reason for the uppercut is the larger ammo pool, and the choke beetle is effective for scouting, blocking off enemy entrances and exits, and making you an extremely difficult target to hit at long range for enemies that continue to peek after being hit with the beetle. The sticky bomb could be useful if you do stumble upon the boss lair and need a quick kill. Player 2. Federally Silencer with FMJ and Officer Brawler with Dum Dum ammo. Despite the slow bullet velocity, this gun can be effective at long range due to its silenced nature and clean iron sights. The silencer can often make an enemy team think you are closer than you are, and it can also make them think there is another team based on the player's positioning. The Officer Brawler affords the player to run a throwing spear, which is effective at taking out mobs stealthily. Player 3. Crag Sniper and Uppercut. The Crag Sniper is excellent for its faster rate of fire and high damage. The reason I put the stamina shot on this class is to allow the player to rotate quickly even at long ranges. Overall, this team would be effective at long range, but there is a caveat to sniping and hunt. Rotations are huge when sniping. If you sit in one area and continue to take multiple shots, it gives the other team ample opportunity to rotate and close in on you. In this scenario, your team loses its advantage, and now you're on your back foot playing defensively. After your team shoots a few shots, it's important to rotate and keep your distance so that the enemy team is still guessing your location. Strategy 4. Mixed Bag. Using any combination of the loadouts presented will make your team more well-rounded, but depending on the type of fight you were in, it puts 2 out of the 3 players on your team at a disadvantage. I find it better to have a team that has loadout synergy, so that you can coordinate with your teammates on how the game will be played. Communication with your team is crucial, and loadout synergy will improve your team's odds at winning. Thank you for watching the video. If you found the information in this video useful, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing for more content. Stay tuned for the final part of this series, which will cover solo strategies. Thanks for watching.